Messy resin bags ruining your pieces? Let's fix that. I will show you the best ways to keep your resin bags clean and flawless. Stick around to see which method comes out on top. Hello my friends, welcome to my resin tutorial channel LisinCult. My name is Lida and today we are talking about one of the most important challenges in resin art. Nothing is worse than flipping your resin piece over after top coating only to find the bag is a sticky mess. But what's the best way to protect it? In this tutorial, I'm testing three popular methods: PVA glue, liquid latex, and different types of tape to see which one keeps your resin pieces looking flawless. I'm going to try out each of these methods on some test pieces, then pour a resin flat coating over them to see which one works best at keeping the backside of your work nice and smooth without any mess. So stick around because at the end, we will go over all the pros and cons of each method. Method 1, using tape. It could be frog tape, masking tape, or even boxing tape. Any water-resistant adhesive tape can work. Using tape is a simple and commonly used method to protect the backside of your resin pieces. And for this demo, I'm going to use frog tape. One thing to keep in your mind with this method is that it works fine for top coating. But if you're doing a front coating, it can be tricky because sometimes the heat generated during the cure time makes the resin seep underneath, which can cause the tape to lift or leave a sticky residue behind. That said, I'm still planning to test it out with the flat coating to see how it goes. For this method, we have to cut some pieces of tape and then stick them flat onto the backside of our resin and then trim it and cut the extra part so everything looks nice and tidy. Let's do it. After that, make sure to press the tape down firmly, especially around the edges. You don't want any gaps or lifted spots where resin could sneak in. Just like this. Okay, the first method is done. Method 2, PVA glue. PVA glue is a water-based adhesive often used in crafting and resin art. It dries clear and flexible, which make it perfect for creating peelable barrier on the back side of your resin pieces. How to use it? Apply PVA glue on the back side of your coaster and then with the wooden or plastic stick or silicone brush, spread a thin, even layer over entire bag and don't forget to cover the edges nicely. Let's do it together. Okay, it's done. Let it dry completely, and when it dries, it will turn clear and form a flexible layer that you can easily peel it off. Just remember, the drying time depends on how thick you apply it, and it may take a few hours. Third method, liquid latex. Liquid latex is also a water-based rubbery coating that dries into a flexible, peelable layer. And in resin art, it's great for protecting the back of your resin so resin doesn't stick where you don't want it. It dries quicker than PVA glue, but the negative point is that it has a stronger smell because some types of liquid latex contain ammonia. Once it dries, it forms a solid barrier. How to use it? This is exactly the same way we use PVA glue. We just apply it on the back side of our coaster and spread it around, especially around the edges. Let's do it together. Okay, just be sure that the edges are covered nicely, and it will start off creamy and turn light brown as it dries. Usually it's about 20 or 40 minutes depending on how thick you put it on. Once it dries, you are ready for the next step. Okay, my friends, for saving time, I already applied PVA glue and liquid latex to the other two coasters, and they are both fully dry. As you can see, the PVA glue dries clear, and from white colored, it turned into the transparent color. And the liquid latex, from creamy colors, it will turn into the brownish yellow. Another easy way to tell they are dry, apart from color change, it's by touch. If they are no longer sticky or tacky, it means that they are ready for the next step. Before pouring, be sure that the surface of your coaster are clean and spotless. I already mixed my resin and hardener. It's a thick resin with the high viscosity and with the 1-to-1 ratio, and I think now it's ready. I'm going to pour it exactly in the middle of each coaster and then gently spread it out to cover the edges and just let the resin flow over the edges. You can see that the resin dripping down the sides, and that's totally normal for flat coating. One final torch pass to smooth it out. And we just need to cover it and wait and leave them to cure. See you in 24 hours when we flip them over and check how the bags turn out. See you soon. Hi, welcome back. It has been 24 hours and the coasters are fully cured. So let's check out the results. Starting with the one we used tape on. Okay. I tried to peel it off gently. If you can see, if any stubborn resin drips getting in the way, just hit them with the heat gun for a few seconds. It softens them up and makes them to peel away easily. Okay, this is the backside. As I told you already, the tape technique is not appropriate for flat coating because, as you can see, in some parts of it, the resin seeps underneath tape and it's going to leave you a trace. You see these parts? And even these parts. But generally, it's not bad. Now, let's quickly go over the pros and cons of using tape. Good point, super easy to apply and remove, no waiting for it to dry, budget friendly, works great on smooth surfaces or regular shaped pieces, no allergy concerns, and you can even use it on non-resin surfaces like wood or slate. Negative point, no ideal for flat coating. No ideal for pieces with irregular or sharp cut edges. If the edges aren't sealed properly, resin might seep underneath and leaving sticky spots, tape marks, or rough edges. Okay, let's check the second method, PVA glue. I'm trying to peel it off with the sharp tools. As you can see, you can easily peel it off. And even for this technique, even you think that this resin drips is going to make it hard to remove the PVA, you can use the heat gun. Now let's check the pros and cons of using PVA glue. The good points are super easy to apply, no need to mess around cutting or trimming like you did with tape. It creates a peelable barrier that lifts off any resin spills, works great on tricky shapes where the tape may not stick well, and ideal for both top coating and flat coating. Plus, allergies to PVA glue are pretty rare. But the negative points are it does take longer to dry, depends on the thickness that you apply on your resin piece. Some things about 4 hours or more. If you apply too thin, it might not peel off easily and it could leave some residue. And it is not great for non-resin surfaces. It might leave some stains and residue on the backs of your work. All right, my friends, let's check out the last method. Okay, you can see the resin drips. If it's going to make it difficult for you to remove the latex, again, you can use the heat gun. Like two other methods, this one has its pros and cons. Let's quickly break them down. Okay, the good point of using liquid latex is it creates a strong, flexible barrier that peels off easily, no sticky residue left behind, perfect for tricky shapes and detailed edges, and work well on both the smooth and textured surfaces. And you have got control over where it goes, and it wouldn't self-lever or spread out like resin. And it's suitable for both top coating and flat coating. But the negative point of using liquid latex, it has a horrible smell. So make sure you're working in a well-ventilated area. Drying time varies anywhere from 15 minutes to several hours, depending on how thick you apply it. And not suitable for non-resin surfaces like wood or slate, and a bit pricier compared to tape or PVA glue. And lastly, some people may have a latex allergy. All right, now that we have tested tape, PVA glue, and liquid latex, just a heads up, no matter which method you use, you might end with some rough edges from trimming off resin drips. Don't reach for sandpaper through it will scratch up the back, and the better trick, use a deburring tool, something like this. With this one, you can very lightly smooth them out. Now it's become very soft and even. Quick fix, no damage. Okay, you have seen that each method has its own pros and cons. The best one really depends on your project and what works best for you. Need something quick and simple? Tape is your best bet. Looking for an affordable peel-off option? PVA glue got you covered. And want the cleanest, most flexible protections? Liquid latex is the winner then. Also keep in mind, the drying time for both PVA glue and latex depends on how thick you apply them. Plus, things like temperature, humidity, and airflow can affect the drying time too. Okay, my friends, I would love to know which method do you prefer. Drop me a comment and share your thoughts or any tips you have. If this tutorial gave you some creative ideas, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your crafty friends, and subscribe. There are plenty more resin tips, tricks, and fun projects coming your way. And guess what? This bubble effects technique tutorial is coming soon. You don't want to miss it. Until the next time, keep creating and let the magic flow.